So here we go. Got something new from Meguiar's. It's their hybrid ceramic wax. Now this is interesting. It is a spray-on, rinse-off type wax. And I did it on my wife's Subaru right over there. It was kind of a trial and error. I'm actually going to follow the instructions this time and sort of show you how this works over here on the Trailblazer. According to the internet and to the world, it is not a, we'll say, high-end finish, but at the same time it is sort of a quick and easy way to protect your paint. We're going to see if it produces some beading and go from there. Now this paint is fairly nice. It's not horrible. As you can see, there's some heavy winds today blowing dust and debris around and stuff, but it is pretty much cleaned, clay barred, and good to go as far as like stripped down and stuff like that. So I'm going to get this going here and hopefully beat the rain, and hopefully all these lawnmowers and windy wind noise isn't going to be too horrible in the video. So all right, here we go. So step one with this is to wet your car down, and then you spray this stuff right onto the wet paint. I'm gonna work section by section because I was doing it on my wife's car. It can be a lot, so I'm gonna kind of do, we'll say, the front clip, like the hood, fascia, fenders, and maybe a little bit of the front doors. I'm not gonna hit the windshield because I have that, if you go a few videos back, that Dr. Beasley's coating on the windshield. I don't really know what'll happen, but my windshield's fine, if that makes sense. So, and I also have a Meguiar's water magnet towel. Links will be below to everything. So let me get this going here. So first step is you spray this all over. Their exact directions say spray Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax all over exterior surface, starting at the roof. Use a long stream of water to rinse and spread the product. I'm going to do, like I said, the front clip here and work my way up and back. It says for the initial application, skip step 4, which is the rinse part, and you go right to drying it with the water magnet towel. So you're basically just sort of rubbing this in, and then you sort of do step 4 after that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess with this here, get this, we'll say, chamoised or water magneted off here. Now if you notice, as I'm doing this, it's leaving a pretty nasty surface. I don't know if it's necessarily absorbing much of anything, but you're sort of spreading the product around. See, like here's this here. See all the product there. Sort of grease. It just looks like I'm rubbing grease all over the paint. So I'll say be careful because this is in the sun. You don't want to let it totally dry. I mean, that's kind of with all product on cars. I just kind of go by that. Next two steps are you rinse it one more time, apply the hybrid stuff for the, we'll say, the final coat, and then spray and rinse. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna bust that out here. So this is final product here, front, hood. As you can see, it's not, I don't know if the, I mean, it looks pretty darn good, but if you get close and you start, you know, looking at, there's like a little scratch here, like in the clear. This isn't like a, to me, like a hiding wax. It's not gonna do miracles like wax would, but still, it's pretty cool. And then, like, you can even see there's a couple like little, like, say, stains, like water stains on the clear coat that would need like a step 1 or a step 2 compound to buff those out. And then there's my, you know, various stone chips and stuff, but it is pretty darn clear. And I did have to cheat a little bit. If you can see this, I don't know if this will show right back here. There's a little bit of like, what you call it, like film left over from it. And I used a little bit of detail spray just to kind of get rid of it. I'm assuming that didn't ruin it, but I don't know, but it looked like garbage at first, so unless it was just too hot. the sun was like right on this, so I'm not sure if that was good or bad or whatever, but yeah, definitely left a little film. But you know, overall it's not too shabby, and like I said, for the ease of use, I'd say, I mean, it's definitely faster than waxing this whole front end. Like within 10 minutes my whole front end was done, so it's kind of cool. Next up, I'm gonna work my way down the car here and kind of get those large metal surfaces there. I don't necessarily know, I could probably do the roof, I guess, but you know, we'll kind of see how this goes here. I did buy 2 bottles because on this car, unless I'm applying too much, it definitely uses a lot of sheet metal on this thing. But it's pretty cool stuff. I gotta see the results here, which I'm gonna kind of set the camera up and film, see if we get some beading to show you here. But that's the Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax. Pretty new stuff. It's been out for a little while, but fairly new if you haven't seen it yet. All right, let me set this up here. We'll do some beading. We'll see what it looks like. Does make it pretty slippery, I will say that. Take a sheet of water there. Kind of cool. So overall, not the easiest thing, not the hardest thing. Definitely not waxing a car level of work, but at the same time, it takes a minute. One important tip that I think was my biggest problem on the hood: don't use too much product. You get into this mode where I even screwed up after I learned my lesson, where you feel like you have to coat everything, like turn the whole car blue, and you kind of don't. That's too much. So I did that on the hood. It was too greasy, too much film on there. By the time you spray enough on there and spread it around, that's more than enough. So be careful with that. That is kind of what was the reason for the detail spray needed at the beginning. So if you use just the right amount of product, not too much, I think you're gonna be okay. So check this stuff out. It's pretty cool, like 14 bucks for a bottle. You can get it anywhere. I just got one from Amazon and one from AutoZone as well, just kind of, you know, product searching. Seems pretty simple to find everywhere. The water magnet towel is pretty common too. I'll put links below to that stuff, but yeah, so honestly, overall though, this side isn't done, so don't judge that. I'm gonna do that next, but of course the sun is now out, so once it moves just a little bit, I think it'll be fine. So that's what's happening from Meguiar's. Check that out, meguiars.com. Also links below to those products. More on the Impala. Trailblazer's kind of getting some duty here because the Impala, believe it or not, when I came back from the tuner, had an AC issue, so I can't drive it in this 100-degree heat. It's too hot. So I'm gonna drive the Trailblazer for a minute till I fix the AC on the Impala, but that's the latest. All right, thanks for watching. RubberCityMotoring.com. Check it out. Subscribe for more. Got a couple new things from Meguiar's coming up here soon. So, all right, see ya.